Welcome back. It's Wednesday, which means our BFF, Michael Babcock, could not wait to get on this call with us. He ran to his computer. Yeah. He's like, it's Jeremy and Kelly time.
Hello.
Hi, Kelly and Jeremy.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me.
Did you run to your computer today and just be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait?
I always think of that Tuesday night. I get to talk to Kelly and Jeremy and Kelly in the morning. Yes. Always excited for this.
Well, we love you. We do.
We do.
Yeah.
And by the way, I just did a review. The TMZ Investigates series is amazing. I watched the Richard Simmons ones. I can't wait for the Michael Jackson one coming out. Oh. You guys are doing amazing work, and I just reviewed it, and I love it.
It's not me. I can't take any credit for that. Harvey and Charles. But yeah, the shows they're pretty great. They really are.
Those are things people want to hear about.
Yeah,
they want to know about.
Yeah,
I know Kelly and I both were fascinated. There'll be more too. Yeah. With Richard Simmons especially, and then we're excited about that series. Hopefully it continues.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, there's more on the way. So yeah, they should be good.
Awesome. Okay, can we start with, because I was watching TMZ Live yesterday, and I know Harvey and Charles were talking about Chris Rock and the inappropriate joke, maybe.
Yeah, so I'll give you what the joke was first. So Chris Rock was performing comedy routine, and he said that he had been asked to host the Oscars again, and he said that would be like Nicole Brown Simpson going back to the restaurant where she left her glasses, and it's a joke a lot of people thought was had crossed the line and was inappropriate, and that's true, because Nicole Brown Simpson's own sister, a woman by the name of Tanya Brown, she felt that way. She said, "Hey, look," and we talked to her, and she said, it's just this. It's distasteful. It's not right. And she said, anyone out there who is thinking about making jokes like this, just remember that there are still living family members who still haven't gotten over that. And it's still very painful for them. So she was clearly hurt by what Chris Rock said. I mean, there are still a lot of people out there, guys, that say it's comedy and you should be able to say whatever you want because you're a comedian. So those are the two schools of thought. But certainly he's getting a lot of criticism from a lot of people.
Well, he's been in the headlines a lot on both sides of things.
It's been nonstop, hasn't it, since the Oscars?
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah, I understand where people are coming from, because I feel like that the murder was so gruesome. When somebody's a victim, to me it's kind of off limits, because they still have children, they still have family.
I mean, but I don't think that's funny. I mean, it's not funny.
It's not even funny, really. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's. I think that's that's probably the bottom line, is that it wasn't really even funny. So if it's not funny, then why even say it? Because it's just offensive at that point.
Not funny and hurtful.
Some joke there. You say, all right, well, there was some comedy in that, but I don't even know that there was anything funny. So he's getting credit. He's getting knocked by a lot of people. So
well, see, he was so on top after the whole Oscars thing. Like, everybody was Team Chris Rock. Team Chris Rock. Look how the tides have turned.
I'm telling you. One day you're up, one day you're down.
Right? You never know. You never know.
You never know. By the way, too, Michael, I did happen to see, I know we're going to talk about Ben Affleck, I happened to see the leaked video of J-Lo performing at her own reception for Ben, turning it into a J-Lo concert.
What else would you expect, right?
Right? I saw it, I was like, wow, she just had a full-on concert at her own reception.
Well, maybe he requested it.
With backup singers and dancers.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It was crazy.
I mean, he's having a good month, I guess you could say, right? Yes. The reception / J-Lo concert.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then they go to Italy. They were in Lake Como, beautiful second honeymoon, because remember, they went to France after they got married in Vegas, and now they went on the second honeymoon. So they have the reception in Georgia at the house that they always, 20 years ago, they wanted to have the wedding reception there, but they broke up. So they have the wedding reception. They go to Italy on the honeymoon. Now he comes back, and only weeks after listing this big home in the Pacific Palisades out here in California, he sells it for nearly $30 million, $29.95 million. It's a gigantic house. It has everything. I mean, spa, gym, walk-in wine cellar. It's got all the bells and whistles, and he sold it that quickly.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow. I just want to know how much that realtor's getting in commission.
Yeah, right. What do you get for that for a $30 million house? It's pretty, pretty penny for that
That's
commission.
amazing.
Yeah, so I guess that means since he's selling his house, I mean, him and J-Lo must be pretty serious now.
Yeah, I would say there's
They're
some other
married twice
there's some
over.
other evidence to suggest that they're serious too, Jeremy, like the wedding.
He just is not believing it. He just can't get there. I don't know.
You know how I
they're
feel
gonna
about
live,
this.
They're gonna live in Bel Air. She's got this house, and I keep pointing out, it's not really a house, it's like a mansion in Bel Air that it's getting renovated, major renovations to it, but they're gonna live in that house once that's finished. They're currently living in Beverly Hills in another beautiful mansion. So yeah.
Poor
Oh,
them.
yeah, poor them.
Poor them.
You gotta feel for them.
Yeah, you do.
Also,
All right.
we hear that Sylvester Stallone is in the news.
Oh yeah, he is. It's I don't know if we talked about this last week, but Sly Stallone and his wife Jennifer Flavin, after 25 years, they have three beautiful grown children. They're getting divorced, and Jennifer filed the Friday before last in Florida. And when Sly came out afterwards and he talked about it, it seemed like he still loved her. I mean, she's the nicest person I've ever met. I'm always going to have love for her. And she, though, in the documents indicated that she believed that he may be sort of hiding or diverting funds, kind of putting them off to the side, so only he knew where they were. Well, now Sylvester has responded through his attorneys, and he has said, one, no, we aren't hiding any money. That is just not happening. Jennifer also asked for exclusive access to their beautiful home in Palm Beach, Florida. Sly said, no, I'm going to contest that too. So that's something we've got to figure out. And he did agree on one thing, that the marriage is irretrievably broken. It just cannot be fixed. And they were just the example of that Hollywood couple where you said, okay, it is possible for it to work. But 25 years later, that's it for them.
He's hiding money.
If you've been married
That's
to
what
somebody
she
for
says, but
25
he said
years,
no,
Allegedly.
Kelly.
don't you think you would know? Because if you had that close of a bond for 25 years, don't you think your other half would know kind of, okay, well, I know where the bank accounts are, I know the house. Like you would have that trust
Right.
built that you would know.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, I could only imagine how, they're not like me, have like one checking account. They probably have very complicated finances. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And look, the bottom line is that he says this is not true. And
Right.
these are legal filings. So it's
Right.
not like there's this whole narrative where we have, all of the allegations where Jennifer's saying you did this, that just doesn't exist yet. So we just have her kind of saying you're hiding assets and him saying, no, I'm not. And
Gotcha.
we'll see where it goes from here. But it does seem like it could be setting up for a contentious battle. So
How old is he
we'll
now?
see what happens.
He's
How
got to
old
be.
is
Hopefully
Stallone?
it won't be.
Do you know how old he is, Michael?
Oh, how old? Yeah, he's in 76, I want to
Oh,
say.
wow.
Something like that.
That's hard to go through a divorce
That's
after
hard.
25
Yeah,
years.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's 76. Yeah, 76.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how sad it is for
Right.
something 25 years to, was there a reason? Was there...
No, I mean, we were told by some people that they actually had initially gotten into a fight over a dog, that he wanted to get this big Rottweiler, and then sort of evolved into these other issues that they figured out that they had. But
Wow.
unclear. Just
A lot of water
just-
under the bridge after
Yeah.
25 years.
Yeah, that's it. 25
Yeah.
years, and time to go their separate ways, I guess.
Yes. Thank you, Michael. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Kelly, Jeremy.
All right.
Me too. Thank you for having me, guys.
Have a good one.
See you later,
Yeah.
Michael.
Okay. You can catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m. and TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m. So that's a good thing. We'll be back with Name That Tune.
Ooh.
What year are you doing?
I don't remember.
1991. All right,
I'm doing 91. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know.